posted it on Discord a while back. I'll post it again.
If you follow the link to his GitHub, he has a link to the video in Unity's YouTube page.
So I'm making an event. I'm going to raise the event. Okay. Now here's what's cool. On the particle system, hey boss.
Okay.
So I'm going to add a component here on the particle system, and I'm going to do an event listener. Okay? So the player has a slot for an event. Oh, I haven't even put it on here. Oh, I have. I'm so sorry. It's in the idle. So here on idle, here's my event. So I need to make a game event since it's a scriptable object. And I'm going to create an event, game event called on idle. Right? So now I have an on idle event. So the player has an idle behaves here with an event slot, a generic event. I'm going to put the on idle event here. And then I'm going to make the particle system. I added a game event listener. I need an event. We're going to have it listen for game idle. Then I'm going to have the particle system do something. So I'm going to say, what do we want it to do? Well, I want the particle system, which doesn't know anything about the game system, do some work. This is called loose coupling. When I have an event, it doesn't matter what the event is, and I have it raise something, and then this just, I have something that listens. These two don't know what they are. They don't care. This is a particle system. This doesn't care. This is an animation system. It doesn't care that this is particles. We're not dragging particles over. We're adding events. An event and an event listener. An event goes out. It's raised. This one listens. It's going to do some work. Right? So the particle system, what can particles do? Well, particle systems can emit or play. So let's emit something. Let's have it emit 100 particles. So the particle system, which is independent from the player, can do a particle event. Right? So I'm going to come here, push play, and when I change the idle state, it has an event call. So let's change it to walk. Let's make it walk. And the particle system emits particles. I'll bring it back, make it walk again.
Wait.
How much code did I write?
Not 2 lines.
Like almost nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the code I wrote. To get the particle system to emit stuff, I did have to steal someone else's code, which is seriously about 20 lines for one and 15 for the other. It's simple code, scriptable objects. Okay? And I use his code now. I freely admit it. I love his code. He's so smart. So here's the only code I wrote. The only code I wrote is idle behaviors, right? And what did I write on here? I wrote an event slot. So 3 lines. I had to write using his stuff, because it's his namespace. I wrote a public event. I wrote event.raise. That's all I wrote. I didn't write anything else. I wrote 3 lines of code to have an animation state machine tell a particle emitter to emit. And to show you further that it doesn't matter what the object is, I'm going to have it also change the intensity of a light. Okay? Because things have their own behaviors. Right? Independent. So, now, the particle system here, I don't care about. The player has an event right here in idle. It's not even a mono behavior. I'm not even using a mono behavior. Right? I'm using an animation. So, I got idle going on. I got the point light. Let's add an event listener to this. Well, I wanted to go on idle. So anytime on idle is called, this is going to give a response. So what should respond? let's have the light respond. Let's have the lights, let's have it change its intensity. Can we change its intensity here? Float intensity. There it is. There's the intensity. Let's change the
3,000.
intensity to 30.
1,000.
Whatever. Right? It's high. All we have to do now, with no more code writing, I'm going to push play. All I have to do is make this thing walk. The walk knows nothing about the particles. The walk knows nothing about the light. The event has been configured to put out a call. The light has been configured to listen for a call. It's like actions, but generic. 100% generic. We are not tying in anything specifically to anything else. The event is an intermediate for other things to happen. But the particles know nothing about the player. We haven't written hard-coded. We haven't, like in an action, we hard-code it. We say public action player, player action. Right? We hard-code it. Now we're not. Yes.
The assignment, is this kind of what you're looking for? Do you want us to?
You can experiment with any scriptable object you want. Just experiment and give me the results of your experimentation.
Well,
I'm not looking for perfection, you guys. I'm looking for you to show me that what you comprehend. So you're going to give me what you comprehend. But I'm going to say, I put this caveat in, and it's in the syllabus. I'm not going to put this on every assignment. I do still expect 9 hours of work for this class. And I want you to be absolutely genuine about it. And you're going to see some massive results by doing that. Go ahead. So, just before I do that, I'm going to walk it. Boom, the light comes on.
it doesn't turn off.
It doesn't turn off because I don't have an event for it to turn off. However, I could write an event for it to turn off. Or, right? Here we go. Create event, game event, turn off. What? That's all it takes. Now I just need to configure objects to relate to turning off. You guys, Unity is so awesome. So let's have Unity. Let's have the point light listen for turning off. So right here we have an event. Let's add another event listener. So we're going to event listen for turn off. Here's the beautiful thing. We don't have anything raising turn off. And you know what it's going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Right? It's not going to give us any errors. Because it doesn't care. Right? Let's have something raise an event. So let's have the animator raise an event. So, you know what? We already have an idle behavior, so let's have it on the walk. Let's just reuse the idle behaves. And let's just put on turn off here. And let's have the point light turn off. And let's have the point light when it's raised. Let's have the point light. Let's have the light change its float intensity to 0. Now here's what's cool. We can change the length of our transitions if we have some components. Let me see, does this have, it doesn't have an out time. Exit time. I think we can actually change when this happens. Transition duration. Let's have the transition duration take a 2, and the out to be the same. See how long it takes. So we'll push play. We go to our animator. We're going to have a walk. Turns the light on. We'll walk again. Turns the light off. And you see, it waits to do it.
So you have right now an idle script. Did you make like just a bunch of generic ones, like an on exit one, on entrance one? And
Yes.
and then
Yes. Yeah, you make a bunch of events for your game, and your game becomes 100% event driven with scriptable objects.
So you don't
Right.
have to put this on the animations. You just decide.
All your
You
work.
decide where you want to put it.
Oh, behavior.
In order to test this though, we have to bring that guy's script and our stuff.
If you want to use his scriptable objects, you can make your own scriptable objects that do whatever function you want. But you can use his. I recommend you guys start learning how to use his. It's a game changer.
Get out.
I'm